Hello, Reckon87 and welcome back to Ruler Waves 2 in our Austria-Hungary playthrough as we enter the penultimate episode, so number 59. So in the last episode we finally concluded our war with Britain. It was a decisive victory, albeit we didn't get to take too many possessions. So we took Malta, we took Cyprus, but the big prizes of Gibraltar and Egypt unfortunately eluded us. As we head into this episode we are at peace. We're really just going to see what trouble we can get into over the next couple of episodes, just to, end the series with a bit of a bang. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch livestream, so without further ado, I will hand you back over to the live audio. I'm going to put all you guys on reserve. I'm going to put all you guys on reserve. In fact, I'm going to mothball my light cruisers. Been quite hard here, to be honest. I'm going to mothball my battleships. And maybe keep my battle cruisers on active, because why not? And we'll keep my CAs on reserve. Hopefully that should balance us out. Budget looks good, let's go. Okay, we'll solve that, excellent. Ah yes. Here you go, Sam's 36%, Fighter's 30%. So yeah, definitely the two key elements right now. Actually, well, why not? We'll pick a war with Britain or France just for funsies for the last little bit. Could always take Corsica if need be. At this point I didn't get Egypt and Gibraltar. But I guess politicians went for war. I went for peace. Oh no, always war. There is nothing but war. Can I build 2 more of you? I'm gonna try it. Gets me the 4 I wanted. I think we can afford it. And we're just going to zip through these months really. Trying to get to something a little interesting. I've still not seen my Viking hags in action, which I very much want to. Okay. Oh, new flying boat, fine. What do I want? I want better cruise speed, to be honest. The range is insane at the minute. You'll do lovely. The Rouen. Yeah, okay. Not that exciting, to be honest. Anti-bomber, fine. Speaking of which, we should probably get a new plane. So flying boat will obsolete you, even though we're 9 months out. Adjust my units. I know I'm getting. It's that last bit of a game where I'm just getting super lazy. But you're right, and I will. Float plane scout, please. Again, your range is going to be phenomenal right now, so let's get some speed and let's get some reliability. That'll be fine. Okay. Do you know what? I'm not even going to like shrink them down and grow them again. I'm beyond that level of min-maxing, I'm afraid. I feel like we've got a good, especially with the 6 more ships we're building, a good sized navy. Oh, you know, let's build more stuff, I suppose. A new cruiser from Great Britain has arrived on goodwill visit. Budget prestige. Don't know what that one does. Tension, tension, always tension. Okay, don't really care about the US. We have no conflict with them. We're even positive right now, that's crazy. We will always allow an arms industry. Wow, we've got huge amounts of money. We could build ourselves something ridiculous. We could do a new battleship. I don't know if there's much point to it, but we could do it. Why not? Have a little bit of fun. Let's go for... Wow, they have increased the yard size. Is there any need for that? Okay. If we want to build ourselves a stupidly large battleship. Okay, 15,000 tons, speed, 28 marks a fast battleship. That's probably all we need, because that would sit nicely with our Habsburg. Do we have... yeah. Could we go for a 16 gun broadside? If we went to aft superimpose quad turret. No. Now we're just getting a little bit silly. Give a 12 gun broadside though. 5-inch deck is fine. Belt. A little bit more rounds. Don't need to go crazy. What was my HA? I went to see 24. Can we go 5-inch? Could 24 of those. Dual purpose. Sure, auto loaded. Can we get to 14? Not quite. Oh, actually, hang on. Short range, because we don't go anywhere. We're Austria-Hungary. Turrets, turret top, secondaries. Do we need so much of a secondaries? Maybe not. Do I care about my secondaries? Not as much. To be perfectly honest. Wow, that frees up a lot of weight. SAMs. We probably want some SAMs. Have you got ships on you? What? No, you do not need ships on you. Stop that nonsense. I'd stick a SAM on you slap bang in the middle though. Beautiful. That is a lot of HA. Not gonna lie. It might be worth going to actually having a little bit of belt extended again just to defend against some secondaries, but maybe not that much of a cost. So I was looking into incline belt actually. And I believe it works, you get like 10% more deck hits if you go inclined belt. Which might be worth it with a 5-inch deck. It's just not something I tend to use that often. It doesn't take any weight. Why not? We'll try it. We'll say let's have an incline belt. I get the theory behind it. Okay, we've got lots of secondaries. Oh, we can't afford any more rounds. We're gone fine. All this stuff. We'll just call ourselves there, 42 tons, and just call it done. I don't think we need to get any larger gun caliber though. I know my all or nothing. Ah, oh yeah. What? Why do I not have any all or nothing here? Ah, no belt extended, deck extended. I see. Ah, okay. Thank you. Alright, fair enough. I did not realise that was a choice. Well, it's an easy choice. We'll stick with all or nothing. Yeah, because I suppose that means all the critical stuff is has adequate protection, so it doesn't really matter if your extended stuff gets penetrated because there's nothing valuable behind it. Okay. I'm good with 15 inches. 15 inch, 5 inch deck. A cool 210,000. I mean, it's insane. There's no need for this ship. We don't need it in the slightest. But it's fun. It's not. I mean, 57,000 tons. It's not. It's good. It's not an absolute behemoth. But we can still go. We could still go incline belt again. I'm just. Not convinced it's worth it. Especially not when we've got 15 inches of belt armor. Do we really care about deflecting shots off our belt onto our deck? Probably not. There's probably more advantages in real life in terms of just deflecting shots completely and ricochets and all that kind of stuff. But all the information I've seen in terms of game is that you just end up with 10% more deck hits than belt hits. So maybe we'll just call this there. You don't need a Rolls Royce, but yeah, exactly. They're fun, aren't they? Yeah, maxed everything. I don't think there's anything I can do with this 70 tons, to be perfectly honest. Alright, we'll call it good enough. Let's call her the quite like the fact it's got the max in there, and the thumbnail for the whole YouTube series is the SMS Herzog Franz Ferdinand. So sure, we'll call it the Ferdinand Max. Max seems fitting. Oh, 44 we are. 4 too many. Alright, we'll bring you down to say 20. Gives a scooch more weight to play with. Can we get another 5 rounds? Not quite. I'm going to do that. So we get more rounds. We're still over 180. Not a problem. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, that costs us a huge amount of money. That's no problem. Alright, dial it in. Cool 10 million just to design a blooming thing. And then we'll build one. A couple of heavy cruisers finished, or maybe we'll build 2. New operational boat, excellent. So we've got some of our new Lithia class, we're just going to go straight into reserve. As will our Vulcans. Yeah, sure, we'll annoy Germany, I don't really mind at this point. Big Loire. Nothing that interesting. Alright, let's go to the build screen. How much we cost? We hit 2 of them. I'm gonna do it. 2 beautiful battleships. At which point we may even retire the Babenberg. Who's obsolete now anyway. Right, let's give you a refit. We trim off a little bit of weight. There you go. That's fine, I don't really care about perfecting things. Fire control is not the best available. Can we afford the best? Yeah, sure. Be careful next where the politicians will give away territory. They're going, tell me about it. We are definitely ruling the seas, but they don't quite see it that way. Right. That's okay, I don't care, just there's only one of you. Just get you rebuilt. I just want the less maintenance, please. Of a Zenta, good old Zenta. I'll take a slightly better look at you. If there's anything more we could do with your spare space, not hugely to be honest. Stick on a couple of tertiaries, I suppose. Yes, quite. Alright. Happy now? Happy now. Corvettes, which I really are not. I'm not fussed about. Get all those rebuilt. Get 2 Lenos rebuilt. Okay, and then we've got the Babenberg, which I need to have a. I'm tempted just to scrap her. Although they have got up to 25 knots now. We could, to be honest, we could scrap both of these. We'll have a four battleship core of our fleet. Do you know what I will? I will scrap her. I'd like to put her in a museum, to be perfectly honest. She's done us well. What's that? 42 years old. Served us proud. Ah! Brilliant. Yes, absolutely make her a centerpiece of a Naval Historical Museum. Okay, I'm very happy at that. Man, and our budget is still positive. Quite surprising. Oh, sorry, pick an aircraft. This one's marginally faster. Range is still not quite as good. I'm gonna pick this one. For slightly slower but much better range. Yeah. The Flamberge. Okay. Oh, there's again a nice modern heavy cruiser. I would give ours a run for money. They've gone for the 10-inch guns. We would need our pocket battle cruisers to take care of those. That's okay. Aurora, some destroyers, more corvettes. It was about Germany. No, let's just annoy everyone. CV, CVL, all the rebuilds. What's the problem? Who cares about AMC? Yeah, well done, Germany. Polynesia. Upheaval in Grand Bahama. Well, oh yeah. France has gone in there. We can absolutely build some tension with them. Not really, but as much. The Aurora has finished. Let's just make sure everyone is reserved. That should be reserve. That's fine. These guys should all be reserved. There we go. We are drowning in money at the minute. Does Great Britain have armed merchant cruisers in peacetime? Actually, it's a good point. I don't know if it shows it here. I wouldn't have thought so. I thought you had to scrap them all when it came to peacetime. But having said that, I mean, the spies come up with like designs which are really old, so it might be that we just got a design for something which isn't current. Well, GB's gone heavily on the submarine route now. No battle cruisers, no battle ships. Poor Great Britain. Look at the USA naval budget though. That's mental. 1.1 million compared to... It's twice as much... Well, not quite. Almost twice as much as everyone else. At this point, I will happily pick a fight with anyone. The Augusta. 14-inch guns, okay. Actually, slightly higher caliber. Apart from that, she's alright. Nothing crazy. Standing with Dockside watching the AMC's getting up. I know, I'm in billing us for the privilege, saying what good spy work he's doing. Got to decide what else to build now. We have 7 million positive monthly balance. How many destroyers have we got? 30. We can do another 8 cesspools, I suppose. Right, there you go. Good. We can, I mean, ordinarily I think it'd be good to get a peace deal with, or not an allied deal with someone. Alliance, word I'm looking for, but I'm just going for raise attentions with everyone and anyone. Oh, double SAM launchers. Hey, that's cool. That is something I want to look at. So maybe we can go look at, I don't know, maybe our CLs or something. Everyone's starting to get grouchy. All cruisers run aground. What was our reaction? Yeah, we're gonna argy-bargy gunboat diplomacy. Nice. Let's bring it down with Germany. I'd rather a war with any one of these two. Oh, hello. Our corvette has been blown up in mysterious circumstances. Great Britain! Hello, Great Britain! Do we get war? We get war. Perfect. Okay, they are in terrible shape. We're going to invade. Beautiful. Let's mobilize absolutely everything. It's a slight negative. Oh, can we have some more obsolete fleets as well? Ships as well. Right. That's not a problem. I will rebuild you two. I'll keep the Algiers out for now. I will rebuild the CVLs though. Not too worried about them. Weight remaining 1, so I won't change anything. Good. When do our next ships come out? 4 months for you guys. Okay. We've got a healthy long time of this budget deficit. Oh, one thing we haven't looked at is Cyprus. Where are you? If there's any air bases on you need to deal with. No. Oh no, Limassol. Yeah, we're gonna planes at or Valletta. Let's copy an 80. Put them on Valletta and Limassol. Okay. Good. Ah, trade protection, of course. So definitely our crew is going to be a bit rusty. A few poor quality. Really fair, and we're actually one battleship down because our BBs are still a couple of years away. That's okay. Great Britain's fleet is non-existent, to be perfectly honest. I'd be surprised if they can challenge us on this invasion. Cruiser action. Yeah, I turned down fights already. I mean, combat defense I don't really enjoy, but I will take it. France having a bad time of it. No real concern of ours. Cruiser action, sure. Attack, sure. Come on, Britain. Alright, lose a destroyer. And some damage. They do have 31 subs. And we do have a heavy cruiser at raiding, so we will put our 2 Viking hags back onto trade protection. Here we go. Invasion battle, this is what we want. How have they got a dreadnought? Surely that's not right. Oh well, we shall. They decline? Does that mean we invade automatically? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's see what fight they can put up. We are really close to destroyers. So we are really close to their base. We have nothing but destroyers. We do have lots of SAMs on these destroyers, I suppose, but let's see what this happens. Fortunately, this may not go quite so well, depending on what we run into. I'd probably like to sink maybe 1 or 2 and then just run away. Just enough to call it a victory. Oh my, what is all of this? Pilot sync transport something. Yeah, alright. Convoy attack. Yeah, I was paying attention, honest. Okay, this should be fairly easy actually, because we're just going to do a mad run through the centre, torpedoes a wall, and then we'll run away. How long till dusk? No. Wow, okay. The battle generator shines, smiles gently upon us. Don't go for the destroyers. And oh my! I mean, what are you guys doing? Pretty sure we just torpedoed our own ship, although maybe not. This is interesting behaviour from the AI. It's good. Not quite sure we've done the damage we need to do though. Especially for the cost of 2 destroyers, which I think has been our own fault than anything else. But to be fair, I've not given this engagement much due thought. Right, we shall cut through this group on the way out. Ooh. It's not so good. We outnumber them locally here, so we should use that to our advantage. Although we're already 3 down, so not that great. I don't think your tweeters understand the concept of blue and blue being a bad thing. Yeah. I mean, normally you can't get the blooming things to fire because of friendly ships in line of fire. And yet they went absolute ham there. But I've perhaps been too casual in this one. I'm still hopeful if we get the objective we might scrape out with a victory. I'm hopeful that's 6 we've sent to the bottom now. Although there's a big string of destroyers coming for us. Alright, I think we're going to pull away at that. Even if we don't win the engagement. Yeah, that's fine. Cost me too many destroyers. It's definitely 6 ship. There you go. Objective complete. I'm still not sure we'll win it, given we lost 3 destroyers to maybe 2 on their side, but c'est la vie. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Though perhaps I should. And getting to time. Exactly, more destroyers in the pipeline. We lost 4 there actually, but we did sink 3. And we did get the victory, so yeah, I'll take that. It's not really in line with my ship preservation thing I was going for, but yeah. But army wants more resources. So one thing I don't know is whether giving the army more resources actually makes them fight any better. Because if it did, I'd be happy to do this, but I'm just not convinced it does. Do you know what? Let's go a little bit RP and we'll say, sure, the army can have the money we need to deliver a victory in Egypt. Way to go, army. Way to go. Wow, that cost us like 70 million a year, or 5 million a month. Dagnam army, you better pull this around. So we're about to finish these 2 guys, they're not worth huge amounts of money. We'll finish those. We might have to postpone something or other. And those guys are both obsolete. Okay, we're okay for now. It's only money, we'll work it out. Okay, what have we got now? Some light cruisers. Better. Sink more transports. Okay. Still pretty late in the day, actually. Yeah, good. So air is not going to be a thing, which is nice because it's definitely the British advantage. Kick up speed until we get control. We do have control. Let's see what we are up against. I'll bring you back down to normal, please. So there is the transports. We'll just skirt the edge of them. sink what we can and don't worry too much about engaging the British. But invariably I'm sure they'll come looking for us. A light cruiser, I'm not too worried about that. Darkness comes. We are getting some hits and some unidentified ships. We're not receiving any, which is always nice. We'll do a drive-by of these transports. If nothing else, they will spoil the British guns should we choose to fire on us. Look at that, lots of unidentified ships. I'm guessing it's just transports. I'm not too overawed with that. Yeah, that's 4 transports dead. I do have to worry about these close range destroyers actually. This is a dangerous place for my CLs to be. Let's do some wiggle. Because I don't want to eat torpedoes. And I have a bad habit of it. Okay, there should be another 4 transports we sink here. We'll just sail straight into the other transport line actually. Open season. That's a lot of torpedo hits. Oh, we took a few hits out back at us. Nothing too much to write home about. It would be interesting if the, you know, the number of transports you sunk affected how well or how badly the siege progressed. I don't think it's anything like that. Oh, one of our destroyers hung around too long, got picked off. Okay. I don't know what these AI control ones are doing. In fact, you know what? Let's just take control and just head off. At max speed, that's fine. These guys will head off in this direction. Objective done. Let's not worry too much about it. These look like some great torpedoes actually. I'm surprised none of these are hitting. Happily pick a fight with these guys for just now. Let's not pick a fight for too long. We're in prime torpedo territory. And they've given up as well. Okay, let's head north. Just make sure we're not being overly shadowed. Oh, that's fine. Who is shooting at you? These guys over here. We're almost out of actually their range, so it's fine. There we go. Looks like maybe some of our other ships are getting involved. Which is fine. Our non-core forces. That should hopefully be another job done. Oh, hey Zai. Won't follow believe of we believe picked. We gotta understand, you gotta decide what does that mean. In for anyone not confused, we're talking about the RimWorld ideology DLC. Oh, Achilles is in a bad shape actually. Are you? Oh yeah, flooding 5. Just slow yourself down now. You got to decide, are you... Does we bleed pixels mean you worship trees? Do you eat fellow humans? Do you want to be transhumanist? What does it mean? So those of you who are interested in RimWorld and all the funsies that can portray, myself and Zephodius are going to be starting a multiplayer on Saturday. It means they should pray to Weebly Pixels. You do it by having your recreation up 100% every day. Okay, I've not looked at full options to see if maxing recreation's part of that. We lost one destroyer, we sunk 3 of theirs, 14 transports in the end. Massively job done, happy at that. We'll bring the episode to a close there. So we've managed to fall right back into war against Great Britain, which is fantastic. And what's more, we've also managed to invade Egypt already. Only a few minor skirmishes on the sea, but as long as we keep bringing in those victories for combat in support of land invasion, then Egypt shall hopefully fall into our possession sooner rather than later. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch livestream. If you're interested in coming out and hanging out, there is a link in the description below. That said, as I said, there's one more episode in this Rule Wave series, and then we're going to be starting something else over on Twitch. Either way, I do hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one.